Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Come around that way.
Okay. So, this is our variegated garden over here. This is the pinwheel cedar that Marty loves.
It's a whipcord cedar.
A whipcord. I didn't like it, but it's part of our garden now. This is the Fatsia, or Fatshedra. This here is the bush ivy. And then these down here are variegated hydrangeas. This is a Fatshedra mixed with the bush ivy. I think called Anglo Star. And then we just have a mix of different stuff down here with the ginger, variegated ginger. If we continue this way, we have all our different camellias. Most of them are red or pink flowered camellias from Camellia Forest in Raleigh or Churchill, Chapel Hill.
There.
And then over here we have a bunch of tea olives that are the spiky kind. Underneath this oak we have a different Carax, Liriope. This is what is it? Sparkler Carax. And then this is different types of Elysium. This is the Cleara, and then this is the Jasmine. Okay, as you go up through this walkway, we have variegated gardenia. And then this is a Japanese.
It's a variegated maple, or
Yeah, variegated Japanese maple. This is the Arrowhead viburnum. Has the blueberries. They call it Arrowhead because how straight. Oh, okay. Because how straight the wood is, you can make arrows out of it. And keep continuing on. Here's another viburnum. Looks kind of sad, but it'll be okay. This is some more Cuba japonica, and then we have our variegated pittosporum down here. This is about 3 to 4 years old, at least on the property. This is a throwaway tree.
what's this?
Okay, this is a like an elm, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of elm.
It's a weeping elm.
A weeping elm that Pat McCracken, he said that he grew them just because he could. We thought it was cool, so we did it. It has brighter leaves on it. It's just
It's growing too.
Then we got a euonymus. This is a silver King euonymus.
Mm-hmm.
Behind it we have a loropetalum with the pink fringe flowers. And then we have the behind it, this is a regular honeysuckle with the pink flowers. But over here we have a whole fence worth of variegated honeysuckle that has yellow and white flowers. And this is a bush, smoke bush down here. And then we have two Japanese
Snowball
viburnum, and then 3 Korean lilac. And then we have Japanese painted stuff and another Abelia. These used to be super yellow, but I think they got shaded out. They were different types of holly. Then we have hibiscus plant. We have 2 of these. This is an azalea with a loropetalum, and then we got the crepe myrtle bush, the pink flower, or the darker pink, and then the lighter pink up there. And this is my favorite. This is a spider plant, or cleome. It's the purple variety. These are the seed pods, so I'm going to have a lot of seeds from that. And we have different witch hazel bushes or trees. but they're kind of getting taken over by the tomato forest. So this tomato forest doesn't look that hot anymore, and a lot of the fruit is kind of looking like crap, but we did get a lot of tomatoes this year. And in the back we have, you know, the what is it, crepe myrtle bush. We have our big ass hydrangea. It's just kind of looking sad, and a butterfly bush back here, and then a camellia here. This is a bee balm here, but I cut it down. And this I'm going to take out. So that's this area. I'll keep coming around. We had a whole bunch of Asiatic lilies, and then some
A Grimm grew.
a Grimm plant. Come here, Grimm. And then we have a bunch of daylilies, which looks like all this grass. Eventually we're going to get rid of all that stuff and put things that grow better.
No, we're not.
No, we're not? Okay.
And
then we went ahead and put in this natural stone walkway. It looks really cool. And it kind of puts the focal point to the shed, which looks like, everyone thinks it looks like a house. But it's not. Then over here we have it's bordered with canna lilies. These on this side are more of that old traditional orange and yellow with a couple red, and on this side it's pink. Then we have the two Rose Creek Abelia, and in front we have this big camellia that has these pink flowers. It's a hybrid of some sort, and then behind it we had like a mandevilla that's like a peach flower. We did have the wisteria on there, but it just grew like crazy.
all right, and this is our palm area. This is a majesty palm. There's a smaller palm back here. There's a Chinese fan palm here. This is Groot the Third. He's actually growing really well. That's actually a banana tree, and there's a Robolini palm there that's actually kind of being taken over by these spider plants. We have a lot of split leaf and cut leaf philodendrons. They seem to do really well. That's a rattlesnake calathea, which for some reason has grown when none of the other ones have. We've got some caladiums and some dragon trees. This is the only Hoya I have ever saved. That's a baby Groot. That is a variegated peace lily. That's a bird nest fern. Behind that is a Zaza plant. And then we've got, I have a lot of pothos. That's a silverleaf pothos. That's a variegated potato vine. That is a global green pothos. These are one of two ferns that for some reason just grew really, really well. We have a green Zaza, black Zaza, variegated dragon tree. There's a marble queen pothos, a couple of snake plants. That's a big marble queen pothos. Some more different kinds. That's pearls and jade and other satin. A couple of Chinese evergreens that I was shocked have actually grown. They seem to do better when they get ignored. This right here is a ghost snake plant. There's a couple of parlor palms here. This is another variegated peace lily that was dying until I just shoved it out here and decided it was either going to grow or it was going to die. That's my growing pot of succulents, which are doing really well. That's Groot the Fourth. These are actually strawberry plants that have zazas and then little succulents around them. And I've got some macho ferns and some Boston ferns. There's another philodendron. This is a neon pothos, and that's a golden pothos. And another black zaza. We have a lot of them just because they seem to do really well. I got two cactus plants. One blooms around Thanksgiving, one blooms around Christmas. Another Chinese evergreen. Another philodendron that Luke just picked up at one of the plant swaps. It's doing really, really well.
Show the princess one.
And this is our pink princess. They're considered rare. I guess it's mostly because they're slow growing, but we picked one up at Garden Treasures and it's growing really well. That's a Xanadu Gold philodendron. That's my poor little pink dragon tree. There's actually two of them that I separated because they were root bound, and they've been very unhappy outside, even though they technically are tropical plants. And then there's two of these ferns which have grown really, really well, and a Brazilian, and another big philodendron, and another palm that's got underplanted with some other plants, and two strawberry sigoniums that are doing well. And I tend to underplant a lot of the stuff, and I use spider plants. This was put in here a while ago as a single little plant, and this one plant has produced all these babies. And that's another Roebelini palm, and then another Majesty palm, and that is it.